Wood is one of the most useful building materials there is. Because it is used in its natural state by simply cutting it up and drying it, the physical properties can vary widely, and so it must be sorted into grades before it is used. This sorting can be done visually, but Machine Stress Rating, or MSR, provides an added level of quality assurance to the truss manufacturers and builders who want to produce a structural product that will truly last. More and more of the truss producers are switching to MSR lumber. In Machine Stress Rating, we measure the physical properties of each and every piece of lumber so that the producer can catch and eliminate even those defects and characteristics that are not visible to the naked eye. Special standards for MSR lumber require physical measurements of properties in each piece of lumber. These are backed up and verified by proof testing a sample of lumber in each grade during every shift of production. The question of the day is, how can a lumber producer determine if there's any profit in MSR? We at Metrogard have put together a mobile MSR test lab that can help you find out. Power is supplied by a diesel engine generator set that provides three-phase power to a variable frequency drive for the conveyor and motors of the Metrogard Model 7200 high-capacity lumber tester. This way, the lab is all self-contained. It's ready to operate virtually as soon as we pull into the yard. Lumber is fed from a scissor lift into an in-feed conveyor. As it leaves the testing machine, it goes to a landing table, where it is hand-stacked. The measurement data are processed in a computer for determining the grade. The information for each piece is stored in a computer file for later use. For a small price, this truck can bring MSR to your plant on a temporary basis so you can try it out. We have developed an analysis program that allows us to predict how your lumber will perform under Machine Stress Rating. Before we come to your door, we need to know a few things. We need a list of sizes and grades that you currently produce, along with production figures for the MSR candidate stock. Now, that would include all structural dimension lumber, excluding studs, in grades of number 2 and better or standard and better or higher. We need this information so we can design a balanced sample that properly represents all the candidate stock grades for each lumber size. We don't need a length breakdown. Instead, we will test a typical length, usually 12 feet or 14 feet. The theory here is that the resource going into the medium length pieces will also approximately represent the resource for the long and short product. If you sell more than one species mix, then you should contact us to discuss how we might design a proper sample. When we have all the details for the sample put together, we will schedule a visit to your plant to run an actual test. We will need the help of a visual grader, a forklift, a driver, and a couple of other people to help handle the lumber. The actual testing goes quite fast because we will be using production equipment. During the test, we will have the visual grader assign a visual quality level, or VQL, to each piece. Now, this is different from the visual grade of the piece because we'll be looking for some specific characteristics. For instance, a VQL of 1 requires a general number 2 visual appearance with a number 1 wane and edge knots limited to 1/6 of the wide face. VQL of 2 requires the same number 2 general appearance with a number 1 wane and a quarter edge knot. And a VQL of 3 has the same general appearance and wane, but the edge knot can now be 1/3. We use a VQL of 5 for all pieces that have a wane in excess of the market requirements for MSR lumber, and we don't use a VQL 4 because it applies to low MSR grades that are not produced in significant quantity. As the pieces are fed into the high-capacity lumber tester, we will record the VQL along with the piece number, which is then coordinated with the machine reading of the mechanical properties of the piece. When we finish, we will have the lumber evaluated in the same way as if we were operating a regular MSR production line. Now we will take the visual and the machine information and place it in the Yield Analyzer program back at the office. This program finds the appropriate grade threshold settings and counts the pieces that are suitable for each MSR grade in all of the possible 1, 2, and 3 grade combinations. These counts will be exact for the sample, and of course, if the sample is representative, then they will predict the grade yields for the plant. To complete the analysis, we need the selling prices, FOB mill, for all the lumber grades and sizes. Now, many of these prices are not published, and since lumber is sold on an open auction market, the best we can do is tell you what the results would have been if all our price assumptions are correct. We will provide you with results based on our estimated prices, and we'll also provide you with a computer spreadsheet into which you can enter your ideas about lumber prices so you can see the effects on plant revenue. By picking the right grade combinations for your lumber, the results of the mobile lab tests can help you get started with optimized profit. MSR can give you more market flexibility and can open markets now closed to you. So please contact us at Metrogard when you're ready to consider MSR.